But anyway, so then our talented volunteers like Graham and others designed a three-tiered process: Pino and Roadrunner and Zia: commitment, progress, and excellence. So we're pleased now with Loveless Women's Hospital to have 13 organizations that have achieved the Zia Award, and 2 of our Zia recipients have achieved the Baldrige Award. The VA Cooperative Studies Program is one in Albuquerque, 2009. So, some results. We find that when we talk to business leaders, people want to hear results. Nobody has time to do just more work, right? More paperwork. So we share results. Dr. Mike Sather is the director, and it's the VA Cooperative Studies Program Clinical and Research Pharmacy Coordinating Center. I'm so proud I memorized that. So some results. And of course, Los Alamos National Bank in the year 2000. 2 of the highlights of my career with Quality New Mexico have been the ceremonies when Los Alamos National Bank received the Baldrige Award in Washington, D.C. with the president. And to see Bill Enlow and Steve Wells up on stage with the President of the United States, 50 of their employees in the audience, and I was there, tagged along, and talk about pride in New Mexico. Pride. So I think when we think about the work that we do and how much passion we have with this organization to help businesses and organizations improve, make New Mexico a more competitive state, lots of pride in our state, in our organizations. And then, of course, with the VA Cooperative Studies Program a couple years ago, again, with Dr. Mike Sather and Thelma Salazar up on stage with the Vice President of the United States. Again, pride for the state of New Mexico. By the way, our Learning Summit, have made some changes. We don't call our event a conference anymore, we call it a Learning Summit. I gave you a little card on that. It's going to be April 3rd and 4th here in Albuquerque. We're going to do a thank you to Senator Bingaman at the ceremony. And we've asked Mike Sather from the VA Cooperative Studies Program and Bill Enlow from Los Alamos National Bank. We're going to do something special during the ceremony to thank Senator Bingaman. This is his last year, as you know, in the Senate. So it's always good to thank people, as we all know. And so we want to do something special for him there.
Julie, I'm interested in
Yes,
that second result there from the VA organization. Is it common, have you seen it be common that other winners, other Zia and even Roadrunner winners are able to produce a productivity comparison like that in terms of real dollars? I think that's a really neat metric. It looks like that's, powerful stuff with regard to knowing how you're doing and comparing with your, as they say, competitors. What about it in other applications? Is the productivity comparison common? I don't remember seeing that too much.
We'd have to look at all the Zia recipients and look at results. But yeah. Good point. And of course now the VA Cooperative Studies Program is a role model in the VA. And they are doing lots of training with the other entities in their system. First of all, was with ISO 9000 certification, and then Baldrige. By the way, I was telling Marlene earlier about the Sandia Labs logistics operations. One of our Roadrunner recipients this year, Roy Fitzgerald, had him as one of my guests on the radio show that I do at KKOV. And a nice article in the Lab News about their whole system. And he said they started with ISO 9000 as the certification, the foundation, and then certainly Lean Six Sigma, and then the Baldrige criteria for performance excellence. So they're in our process so they'll be recognized April 4th, Roadrunner recognition. I don't know if you know Roy. So good point. And of course, we all know the Los Alamos National Bank story. This is a Bill Enlow's story, quote that we share with folks across the state and also with legislators. Silver City, Brian Bentley is the CEO of Gila Regional Medical Center. And some words from him.
What's really the anchor in a place like Silver City? I mean, is it a particular business? Is it the university there, or what? You know, I always hear about, well, we go to the learning summit, and there's a lot of representatives from
Yes.
Silver City.
Yes.
You know, versus some of the other communities in our state. So, I mean, what's really the anchor there?
The anchor has been Western New Mexico University. And now, you know, they are one of our ZEER recipients from 2003. And Dr. Kathy Gilbert, I'm sure you know Kathy Gilbert, one of our examiners for years and years and years, served on our board of directors, and she's been a National Baldrige examiner for many, many years. So Western, they have a new president, Dr. Joe Shepard, and we're visiting with him about the process. And Gila Regional Medical Center. Brian Bentley serves on our board of directors, and he used to be at Presbyterian in Clovis. And Brian has been one of our examiners, continues as a senior leader, served as an examiner. I believe we have at least 10 of their folks involved as examiners at Gila. And they're certainly on the path. They plan to, you know, continue the journey, Zia, Baldrige. And so your point is a good one about anchors in different communities. We are a statewide organization. And in our early years, for many years, we focused on quality, establishing quality communities across the state. And lots of change, and we have some anchors. Our chair-elect, Troy Greer from Loveless Westside Hospital, has said that his focus during his tenure as chair is going to be statewide diversity. Get have those anchors across the state. We have a board member in Farmington who's the head of San Juan Regional Medical Center. There's been a lot of change. It used to be San Juan College in Farmington, but when Dr. Henderson was there, they received the ZEA Award in the year 2000. And of course, he retired, and a new president, and so then you have change of leadership, and not everyone's gung-ho about this process. Sometimes people think that there's too much focus on the award and not about the improvement. So, but thank you for your question. So, Silver City.
Julia,
Yes, sir.
that's a problem. You can't focus on the goal, the award. It has to be a continuing process from the newly hired janitor up to the president or director. Everybody has to live, eat, sleep, breathe the goals of the organization and believe in them. What the outcome is cannot be the goal. So many people think it is, though.
But
Your
Quality
point?
New Mexico is in the dilemma of, on the one hand, having the quality award system, which is a motivator and it's a focus, and it gives something tangible that organizations can show once they achieve any of the levels. But the dilemma is try to deliver the message that you just said.
Right.
You know, don't worry about the merit badge. Worry about the process.
Right,
Get the process right. So that's tough.
Yes. As a matter of fact, this past week, I interviewed a person from Henry Ford Health System, in Michigan, a Baldrige Award recipient from 2011, and she's going to speak at our Learning Summit. So one of the questions that I posed to her is I said, Sue, you know, sometimes in our work that we do, and we talk to business leaders, there's always a comment about, well, some people are just interested in the award. And I said, can you talk about that? And she said, we like awards too. So, okay, but it's like you said, Bob, it's a carrot, kind of a milestone to the next level, and people do like the recognition because they can use it for marketing. We want to do business with companies, organizations that are focused and aligned to meet